I would say at this point, clinical pharmacogenomics and implementation is really at its infancy. I think our current graduates, as they start to get further into their careers and practice, they're going to start to see more and more of this. They're going to be asked about ordering, asking about interpretation, asking about applying that information. They are going to be the go-to person when people want to understand what do these results mean, and then how do I take these results and then apply it to an individual patient. What excites me about teaching pharmacogenomics to pharmacy students is really getting to be on the leading edge of a science that is really going to shape the next 40 years of their career. I think what's unique about the way that we teach pharmacogenomics at the University of Minnesota College of Pharmacy as compared to other schools is, one, we're offering our incoming students testing and then looking for educational ways to bring that pharmacogenetic testing for them to life.
I was able to receive free pharmacogenomic testing being a first-year student here at the university, and it was such a cool experience to be able to take what I was learning and really be able to apply it to myself and see those results and see, what does being a poor metabolizer of this or a rapid metabolizer of this truly mean for me, and then being able to relate that to the curriculum and what I was learning was such a unique and powerful experience.
One of the really impactful experiences that I've had with a student is following a class where we were going over a pharmacogenomic report and really had to read those reports. A student came up and told me they had personally had pharmacogenomic testing done for themselves for mental health issues, and that lecture really helped them to better understand their own results and then how that had applied to medications that they tried and then what they were currently taking as well.
I've been fortunate enough to have an internship with Wellia Healthcare my first year here, and I've been able to take the pharmacogenomics knowledge that I have and use it and apply it to some of the cases that we've had in the hospital and bring that knowledge and that expertise already as a first year, which I think has made me a really valuable asset to the team already just as a year one.
There have been various components of my time from the University of Minnesota College of Pharmacy that have contributed to my early success on in my career at United Health Group. I think one of those is the ability for me to hone in on my research skills through the research emphasis while doing my PharmD curriculum. In the beginning of my career, I was really thinking I would need to do a PhD after my PharmD to be successful in any type of research role. And the research emphasis gave me a ton of flexibility to be able to do those at the same time and pull out key components of being a PhD researcher that I could do during my PharmD, and I think that's helped translate into my current role immensely. I really appreciated the flexibility of the PharmD program to allow me to explore my interests widely. I had this interest of pharmacogenomics that was just budding, but it could have been shaped in any way, and I was able to come into an environment where I had a bunch of experts where I could pull from and learn from.
Our faculty are on the leading edge of several different areas for pharmacogenomics, really faculty working in a number of different therapeutic areas, including transplant, oncology, pediatrics, mental health, and cardiology, and then also working with underserved populations locally in Minnesota as well.
So while I was at the College of Pharmacy, I was involved in a few different research projects under Dr. Pamela Jacobson. My main keystone project was about looking into the anti-cancer agent cyclophosphamide to see if there were any variants that were affecting the pharmacokinetics of this medication.
Our graduates are advancing pharmacogenomics specifically within Minnesota through advanced training programs, PGY2 pharmacogenomics residencies, as well as pharmacogenomics fellowships, and then from those experiences, helping to lead health system implementation on a broader scale, both in Minnesota but also nationally.
I really envision myself using pharmacogenomics in my day-to-day practice. It's my dream that pharmacogenomics isn't special. I think that would be wonderful if this was a tool that every patient had access to, and it was something that we as clinicians were able to use in our day-to-day work.
I think in 5 years from now, pharmacogenomics will start to become a more popular toolkit that's implemented into practice. I hope to see evidentiary thresholds that start to be recognized nationwide from payer to patient to provider.
We're on the forefront of this, and we're going to be the ones blazing that trail and creating the innovations that are going to change healthcare for the better.